right. We are out of time, but I do want to thank my guests. First of all, Wink Martindale. Thank you very much for being here. Very nice. Man. Wow. Wearing a huge... That's a huge ring you're wearing. It's just massive. I want to have that after the show. I also want to thank John Leguizamo. Thank you very much for being here. Yeah. And I want to thank Graham Parker. It was great. Now, I'm sorry we ran out of time for economist Woodrow Thomas. We'll try to have him on soon. But I also want to thank Andy Richter, the Max Weinberg 7. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow night. Okay, that's our show for tonight. I do want to thank my guests. Dr. Brazelton, thank you much for being here. Thanks for the lollipop. I want to thank Tim Russert for being here. Appreciate it very much. Robin Leach. And once again, I'm very sorry we ran out of time for economist Woodrow Thomas. We're going to squeeze him on real soon, I promise. And, of course, my thanks to Andy Richter, the Max Weinberg 7. We'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you for tuning in. All right. That's our show for the night. I want to thank my guests, the editors of the Weekly World News. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks for being here. Of course, my special thanks to Bob Goldthwait. Thank you very much. You're welcome. And my thanks to Bad Religion for being here. All right. Now, I'm very, very sorry. Once again, we ran out of time for economist Woodrow Thomas. I really apologize. And we'll try very hard to have him on soon. I'm very sorry, Mr. Thomas. We'll work it out. And, of course, my thanks to Andy Richter, the Max Weinberg 7. Thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow night. Now, we're also going to have a man that we have bumped several times. I think we bumped him like 4 consecutive times. And tonight, I promise he's going to be on. Author and economist Woodrow Thomas is here. He will be on at last. My next guest, unfortunately, has been because of time problems. Unfortunately, he's been bumped the last 4 nights in a row. It's been kind of an embarrassment. But as I say, the show's tightly timed. We're very sorry. He has written a book entitled The Anatomy of the Economy, and finally, he is here. Please welcome economist and author Woodrow Thomas. So, welcome, finally. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get right into it. Why don't you tell me how are things going in the economy right now?
You know, are you talking to me?
Excuse me?
You know, why don't you ask Wink Martindale to explain it for you, huh?
Oh, okay, I see. That was Monday. You were supposed to be on in the show, but Wink ran a little long.
Yeah.
Again, I'm sorry about that.
Well, you know, I guess it's more important to hear about some, you know, washed-up, has-been game show host hanging wallpaper than to hear about how to save our country's economy.
Well, we were talking about the Malibu fires, and Mr. Martindale was just explaining about how his house was rebuilt after a mudslide, and it went a little long. I'm sorry.
Whatever.
All right. Listen, getting back to your book, you bring up some interesting questions regarding our government's economic policies in the foreign sector.
You know who could really answer that question for you, don't you?
Who?
Ricky Schroeder. See, I guess, you know, war stories from silver spoons has more priority around here, you know? Oh, wait, you know who else you could have? You could have Joe Franklin on again, you know? Or why don't you ask, you know, Tony to talk for the next segment? I mean, no one has ever seen him on a talk show before. I mean, this is a real coup.
Excuse me. Look, Mr. Thomas, Mr. Thomas, you're on now, and we brought you on to discuss the economy. So why don't we just do that, all right?
All right. Although, actually, I'm much more of an expert on your green room. You know, I hung up a few things in there, you know, just to make it a little more homey for me.
All right.
Do you know how many ceiling tiles are in your green room? Do you know how many? Because I do.
I don't know.
321.
He's right about that. Hasn't changed since Letterman.
All right. Okay. Okay, look. I know you're upset about being bumped, and you really have to believe me when I say I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. That's all I can say. We just ran long on those other shows. I apologize. All right?
I'm sorry, too.
Okay. All right. Now, listen, we still have some time left in the segment, so let's just talk about your book and get into it, all right?
Okay.
Make the best of it.
All right, thank you. Well, as you know, our economy is based on a system of checks and balances, a supply and demand. And one of the reasons that I chose the title...
Conan?
Oh! Hey, everyone, it's, hey, this is great. It's Al Roker. How are you? Good to see you. How are you? Good to see you.
How you doing?
How are you?
Good.
Really good to see you, yeah. Great. Nice to see you. How are you?
Good, good.
Yeah?
You know, Live at 5 was right across the hall, and I just thought I'd stop by.
Yeah?
I'm not interrupting anything.
No, no, not at all. Come on in. Come on in. That's
Hey.
fine.
Hi, how are you? Hi. Hi, Tony. Good to see you.
Great.
Good to see you.
Have a seat. That's great.
Thanks. Wow.
Hey, great. This is fantastic.
Wow.
All right.
Now, anything happening here?
Oh, no, not at all. Forget it. So how you doing? This
Wow,
is...
great. I mean, beautiful day to day.
Oh, that's
fabulous.
That's it. That's screw it. I'm out of here.
Ouch. All right, we'll be right back with Russ Meyer.